Hi, my name is Nadja Julia Rolli, and I am an integrative child and adolescent psychotherapist and a clinical supervisor. I am very pleased to introduce you to my new book, Can We Play Now? The Meaning of Play Throughout Lifetime Development. Thinking back to my childhood, most of my memories involve play. I vividly remember living in a world of fantasy and magic, which actually often had very little to do with the reality I grew up with. Everything around me was magical and had a soul, including my Barbies, soft toys, books, and my bicycle. For many years, when I spoke to others about my childhood, I told them how happy I was. Only when I started my training to become a child and adolescent psychotherapist, later specializing in working with children and families affected by trauma, I realized that there was another side to my magical existence as a child. I used play and fantasy not only for enjoyment, but also as a form of dissociation and defense against the reality of not being seen and not having enough emotional nurture. There is a high possibility that because of the attachment wounds of my childhood, I was predestined to embark on this career, and it seemed to be a logical progression that I not only became a child and adolescent psychotherapist, but one that uses play as the main medium in the work. According to Gary Landreth, not words but play is the child's symbolic language of self-expression. I couldn't agree more. So many times I am moved by the significance and accuracy of the client's play for the healing journey. What often looks like fooling around and having a laugh has a deeper psychological and emotional meaning. However, literature about the meaning of play is still a rarity. I believe that if a person understands the meaning of play, they have a roadmap to understanding why children, young people and adults play the way they play and why it really matters. Play comes in many forms. In this book, I focus on 5 forms of play: sensory play, attachment play, construction play, fantasy play, and competitive play. I link these 5 forms with Maslow's hierarchy of needs to create a common language and to gain evidence-based insight into the physical and emotional development of a human being. I align findings from neuroscience, object relations, and psychodynamic theories with the various stages and challenges of emotional growth from childhood to adulthood. I also use clinical examples to bring the theoretical background of each chapter to life. Furthermore, the book also discusses how socioeconomic and cultural influences, such as the use of social media, loss, intergenerational trauma, and the outcomes of the COVID-19 pandemic, are impacting young people in the context of play development and identity formation. With this book, I aim to bring the hidden language and symbolic significance of play to the awareness of every child psychotherapist, as well as champion the importance of play to parents and other professionals working with children. Thank you very much.